Good morning, fourth grade. We are ready for math lesson 149. We are going to start this morning with going through some of our concept cards. Answer right away, and then I will show you the answer. We're going to go over some of the geometric terms that we learned recently, and also our fact that we learned about tablespoons and teaspoons. So first of all, what are these called? These are parallel lines because they are two lines running the same direction beside each other, but they do not intersect. 1 tablespoon equals how many teaspoons? 3. This is a point, line segment, a line, a ray, because it goes on forever in one direction and then has an ending point on the other side. This is a right angle because it forms a square, corner of a square. Congruent angles are angles that are the same. Intersecting lines because they cross over each other. And perpendicular lines because they form 4 right angles. So in our lesson today, we're learning about more geometric terms. We're focusing on shapes today. So first of all, I have a shape right here. Now, this shape has no openings and it has no intersections. So this is called a simple closed shape, or this one is specifically a simple closed curve. Now, this is also a simple closed shape because it has no openings and no intersections. These shapes are also called polygons because they are simple closed curves made up of line segments. Remember, we learned that a line segment is when you draw a line and it has one starting point and an ending point. So you can form these shapes by making different line segments and connecting them. So when you just use line segments and you form a shape, it's all connected, but they don't intersect. Those are polygons, and they are also simple closed curves. Now, I have some more shapes here. These are also polygons. We have a triangle, we have a square. These are polygons as well. Now, one of these shapes is not a polygon. A circle is not a polygon because it is not made of line segments that connect each other. It's just one line that goes to circle. So the circle here is not a polygon. That's the only exception. Now we're going to talk about specific shapes in our lesson. At the top of your lesson on page 269, it shows these specific shapes and their names. So first of all, we have a triangle. A triangle is a polygon because it's made up of line segments. Triangle has 3 sides. You should know that. Hopefully you've known that for quite a while. Next we have a rectangle. A rectangle is a polygon with 4 sides. Also, another name for this shape is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides. Okay, so quadrilateral. That's the 4th fact at the top of your book. Our next shape is a parallelogram. The reason this is called a parallelogram is because it has 2 pairs of parallel sides. These are parallel, they're going the same direction, and they're the same length, and these are also parallel. So that is called a parallelogram. Next, again, we have a rectangle, or this could be called a quadrilateral. A square is a rectangle, but all 4 sides are equal. Next, we have a rhombus. A rhombus is kind of the same as a parallelogram, but each side is the same length. So a parallelogram has 2 sets of parallel sides. A rhombus, every side is the same length. Then we have a trapezoid. Trapezoid only has 2 parallel sides. As you can see, the 2 end sides here are not parallel. So that is called a trapezoid. In your lesson today, you need to check off the ones that are simple closed curves. So remember, they do not intersect each other, but they're just made of line segments that connect. And then the second part, you need to give all of the names that the shape could have, okay? So if we have a triangle, for example, you could call this a simple closed curve. You could also call it a polygon, and you could also call it a triangle. So you need to write down everything that that shape could be called. Let me know if you have any questions. Work through your lesson carefully, and I will see you in language class.